to Deadly Dames, and this is this week's pickup video. So the first thing I'll show you is the steelbooks I got through. So this is the new Arrow steelbook that was announced as a Zavvi exclusive, so Society. They've also announced Bride of Reanimator. I don't know why I was saying Beyond Reanimator, but Bride of Reanimator. I personally really like steelbooks. I love the Arrow ones, and I really like that they've released the Society as the old VHS cover. And that's my favourite cover from Society, and as much as I love the big box set, I do really like this artwork, so it was a no-brainer that I was going to pick this one up. I still need to put it in a protective sleeve though. Other steelbook I got this week was Ghost in the Shell. I think this is a really nice steelbook. It's very embossed. I haven't taken I'll try and do it one-handed, the J card off. There we are. And this is embossed as well. I know this movie didn't do great at the cinema. Personally, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was well cast and it played out well. There was a couple of ropey bits of CGI, and it doesn't really wander too far from the Ghost in the Shell sort of animated movie, but in a whole, when it comes to sort of remakes of animated movies or books or anything like that, this one wasn't a bad one. So I personally really enjoyed it, and I think that's a really nice steelbook. And then I managed to get the rest of my 88 film stuff that I bought last week that hadn't come through in the post yet. So I got a few things in the sale. I'll just show you them first. Oh, they're sliding into frame whether they like it or not. So the first one I bought was Criminal Law. It's got a very young Gary Oldman and Kevin Bacon in this. This is one I'd planned on picking up previously, but I just hadn't got around to it yet, so bought it in the sale. I think it was $4.99 in their sale, and the sale's still on at the moment if you want to go and have a look. Now, most of the stuff that I actually bought here was because I'd built up my points, and I just thought these were movies that I'd kind of swithered about. I wasn't 100% sure whether I'd watch them or whether I wouldn't, so I figured it might as well use the points to buy them, and then I kind of got them for free. So I also bought Once Upon a Crime. The actual story to this sounds really funny on the back, and I'm a big fan of John Candy, so I'm sure I'll like this one. And I got The Couch Trip. Or The Coach Trip? Couch Trip. But yeah, Dan Aykroyd, it was a no-brainer as well that I was going to give this one a go. These are actually two comedy movies I've never seen before, so I figured, as I said, I used points, so it's kind of like getting them for free. And then I got the Vampire Journals. Now this is I think it's a spin-off or kind of sequel of Subspecies. And Subspecies is cheesy good fun, so I mean it looks awful, but might as well give it a go, see what happens. And then the other two I got weren't from the sale, but they were just sort of new releases that I fancied seeing. And I do like the Slasher Classic Collection, so I picked up Luthor the Geek. And the slipcover for this is very loose, it just falls straight out as soon as you pick it up. So yeah, you see the alternative artwork there. I've actually never seen this movie, I've no idea whether it's good. I've been trying to watch some of these before doing the pickup video, and I didn't get very far. I've watched a couple of them, but I didn't get very far watching them. But yeah, Luthor the Geek. And then I got the Flying Guillotine, which is from the Asia collection, can't speak. The Asia collection from 88 Films. So I've actually got a couple of these missing. One of them is in the sale, so hopefully I'll get that when I get paid. And I think Masked Avengers was the other one I had missed out on. But I haven't actually started watching any of these yet, so that's the reason why I'm not in a rush to pick any of them up. But this one did look really funny, so I figured why not. I also bought... And this is now I'm going to say this guy's name wrong. I know I am, so I'm just giving you pre-warning before I do it. Park Chan-wook, the Handmaiden. So he obviously did like Old Boy, Lady Vengeance, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. Was it I Am a Cyborg? He sort of plays with a lot of horror films. So I was really surprised when he remade this. So like The Fingersmith. I really wanted to go see this at the cinema, and I missed it. After watching, I'm actually glad I didn't go to see it in the cinema because it had made uncomfortable viewing. It was an absolute excellent movie. The reason why I'm saying uncomfortable viewing, and maybe it's because I watched the extended edition, because this box set's actually got the theatrical and extended. But there's some extreme sex scenes in this. But yes, I was saying, I'm a wee bit uncomfortable sitting in the cinema with complete strangers with that on the screen. But I'm guessing the theatrical one doesn't have the extreme sex scenes in it. But yeah, this was a beautiful movie. The way that it's shot and the scenery, and you could just tell a lot of love went into making this movie, and that was the wrong choice of words, but you know what I mean. It's a very well made movie. It's actually better than the story of Fingersmith itself. So I've actually seen the BBC adaptation of it and read it as well, and this one goes off, like goes in a slightly different direction, and personally I preferred that. I thought it was a lot better. But yeah, absolutely love this movie. Would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of these films. It's not quite the same as these as like Oldboy, but it does have like vengeance and double crossing and stuff like that in it, which goes in the same sort of lines as that. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you like these movies. And then the last one I got was Prevenge. This was very, very good. If you're a fan of movies like Sightseer with Alice Lowe in it, then you would definitely like this, because it's a very similar humour. It's humour that would be in something like Shaun of the Dead. Now, it's British humour. That's really the way to put it, but I really, really enjoyed this. It's basically about a woman who is grieving for... she's recently suffered a family loss. I'm trying here not to give away any spoilers. And she's heavily pregnant, and the baby is making her go and revenge the loss. And it's very tongue-in-cheek black comedy the way that it's done, but I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie, and I would watch it again. I just thought it was really good. If I got rid of this movie, I know it's the type of film that I shouldn't have got rid of that, so that's the reason why I'm like going to hang on to it for a wee bit. I think I would definitely watch this one again, and I just really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's everything that I got this week. I think I'm getting better at not going crazy and buying lots, but and sort of just singling out the ones I really like. But if you've seen any of these movies and you want to chat about them, obviously just leave some comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take care.